we find the perfect spot-ish. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. VSC day.
Yay.
Whee!
Good morning. Welcome to the most dangerous show of the week.
Good morning. I still need to drink most of my coffee.
It's not a thing.
So not a thing. Yes, apparently today is the most dangerous day of the week. Welcome to the Sun Dragon Sideshow.
VSC edition.
Yes, and I feel like the computer's in a weird place, but I'm gonna let go. Hi. I just feel like the angle might be, doesn't matter.
Oh, it's right.
Liz is happy with it. I will try to let go. Hi. I'm Rebecca. I am the owner of Sun Dragon Art and Fiber in chilly, maybe warming up. Liz dressed for the 70s. Burning the fog off as I came in, spooky as I came in, Brevard, North Carolina.
I'm Liz. I'm the minion there.
So, hello everybody. I still have coffee left. I need to drink it. Welcome to the VSC, the virtual shopping channel, where we show you things that are 15% off. Can't be combined with other codes. If you know our other special codes that will save you tons of money right now, use the one that will save you the most. They cannot be combined online or in the shop. Our system doesn't work that way. So, but here are some things we wanted to draw your attention to today. And we're going to have to make it quick because life, you know, packages ready to go out, other things going on, charges on my credit card that I went, what? And then I went, oh yeah, never mind. I have stories about mousecapades, but I'm saving them for tomorrow because we don't have time today. So come back tomorrow if you want to hear about that, what happened to me this morning. We're doing two things today. Since I showed you these lovely pumpkins, we should show you the yarn that they're made from and put them on sale. Code product of the week with spaces will save you 15% off on this lovely yarn through next Tuesday. And next Tuesday is the 26th. That's when another code of ours, which I don't mention on today, expires. So Terra del Fuego, but from Araucania. It's yummy stuff. Look, bright and happy, nice and neutrals, pumpkins, yay. You want to read some stats? Super bright. I have a hat made out of that and I can't find it right now. Like one skein actually made me a hat and a super tight fitting beanie with a super big pom-pom. So if I hadn't done the super big pom-pom, I could have made a looser, bigger hat. Read some stats for us, Liz, please.
It is hand-painted Patagonia Highland wool.
So kind of roving gangs of sheep wool, but from a very specific location.
Yes. 100% not superwash. You get 88 yards-ish for 100 grams.
And we say ish because this one I got through a whole pumpkin small size, and this one I was super short, and I don't know what I did different. The skein may have been different. It's weird like that sometimes.
They class it as a super bulky, but it is a thin super bulky. Like
I would really put it on the cusp between bulky and super bulky.
Yeah.
Like it's like she's saying, it's a thin super bulky. So if you're trying to get a super chonk thing and doing it on really big needles, you might see through it a little bit.
They're recommending a US 11 to 17 needle or an M to a Q hook. And we are retailing it for $21.50.
It is like if we hold it next to, I'm gonna grab real fast, our chill from last week. Like this is more of a straight up super bulky. Like these would go together wonderfully. Look at that. But this is thicker than this. They're both considered super bulky, but this has 88 yards and this has 52, right? 52, 50, 52.
Yeah.
So 100 grams, very different yardage results.
Both single plies.
Both single plies, which is wonderful. But using them together, this will be noticeably thinner than the other one. So this one is variegated, has a lovely effect. Like I said, the hat kind of, I'll show you the hat on another day if I find it. But the hat does kind of, sometimes depending on the number of stitches you cast on, you can almost get a spiral look to it.
Yeah.
But it's hard to do that on purpose. I have This is nice. I mean, feel that.
Oh yeah.
This is the color you made a whole
I made
sweater.
a sweater out of
Did you finish your
a
sweater?
short sleeve sweater.
You did?
Yes.
Okay. Out of this lovely guy, when we look through the colors, we'll try to hold them up. This I want to say was the not the Elphaba. It might have been the Elphaba cowl. Maybe. Yeah. I want to say this was one skein. I could be mistaken. My brain's not firing on all cylinders this morning because I'm feeling the effects of going about like I'm almost through 2 weeks with no real day off. So, but I will double check. I believe this is the Elphaba cowl, and it's got these lovely, like, it's really fun to do something with this variegated yarn with stitches that cross over other stitches because they pop because of the variegated colors. That's why I wanted to do the pumpkins with the dip stitches because I knew it would show up and be really funky. So this color that I'm holding up is the skein that Liz has in her hands. So you can see the difference between skein and finished piece. So what's that one called?
It is color 116 Vulcan Lannon.
That's fun. That's a fun name. Vulcan Lannon. Yeah. And most of these names, it's Araucania Tierra del Fuego. Most of these names either are places or mean something in Spanish. And I don't speak enough Spanish to know, but this has, it's like pinky taupes and then some brighter pinks and deeper pinks and teals. And it's almost like maroon reds and stuff in it. It's just, it's pretty and dark and broody.
Dark and broody.
Like there's the light tones to it, but Liz made a sweater out of it because essentially it's dark and broody.
I knew when we ordered it that I wanted to make a sweater out of this color.
Cut the ropes. Yeah, the darkest parts of it are almost navy.
Yeah.
Like it's just really pretty. You were talking about possibly if you were going to do like one skein per pumpkin and make some pumpkins, that you could have pumpkins for every season yesterday.
Yeah.
And you know,
this would make a great,
this would be the dark and broody season.
Well, it could be
Depths
Valentine's Day, vintage Christmas.
Depths of winter.
Depths of winter. Yeah.
So let's see. This one, you have one up there. This one is like the closest we come to shop colors. It's got a really vibrant purple instead of a blue, but it's got like reds and oranges and bright yellows and a little bit of like a taupey green in it. It's interesting. Yeah. And what's this? What's the name of this one?
Plaza Dorego.
Plaza Dorego, I would go with, but again, I'm butchering the Spanish. And
German, I can do product, Spanish. I can't.
See, I go towards Italian, so I want to put the emphasis on the second to last syllable, which doesn't always work from Italian to Spanish. But take a look, not the little stem, you know, think about it without like this has end pieces in it, but skein versus knitted up, right? Let's try to make Liz pronounce another one. Where'd this
butchering
one go?
words as I go. I thought I got it, but I must not have.
I might have to. Okay, hang on. We're gonna go back to this. This, when I was describing it at one point, I can go look for it. You read it. I think Liz thought I was making one out of this because she was talking about oranges, and I'm like, it's not really orange. This has taupes and creams and kind of reds and stuff. What's that color name?
But going back to the orange, this kind of has an orange hue.
Okay, I call it more of it's a mustardy gold.
Yeah,
but yes.
This one is Tierra Santa.
Oh my gosh, they're way up high, aren't they?
Yeah, there's an umbrella right there.
Tierra Santa, it's almost like Santa Claus.
Yeah, it looks.
Not really.
It's got reds and creams, like a light red and creams and pinks, and then a taupey red, and it just
a little salmony. Yeah. Okay, this is one. It was hiding next to these, which they might be buried in here somewhere. This is this. Don't mind the bright color because I use the bright color for the stem. It is called Rio de Plata. And it's more neutrals and goldeny, almost orange, but I'm still going to call it more goldeny burnished colors. Very neutral. This is probably the most neutral one we have. Let's do this one. Give it a shot, Liz. I don't even know what it is.
Valdez Peninsula.
Wasn't too bad, was it? This one has super light bluey green and almost like slate blue. Maybe?
It looks like to me, it looks like where jungle and forest meet ocean.
Yeah,
like
and see,
a
I'm
peninsula
seeing,
sticking out
yeah,
there.
peninsula ocean where you've got all kinds of mossy lichen-y things on the rocks because we've got a little bit of olive green in here and a little bit of neon green and grello.
And then like several different shades of blue,
Yeah.
like as the water thins and gets deeper and whatnot.
Yeah. Okay, that one's really pretty. Let's see.
We have a darker version of that.
Ooh, I don't know if there's another one of that. If there is, I
It
can't find.
is.
Oh, they're both hiding over near her. So, oh yeah, this is the dark and broody navy and a few shades and that olivey green in there and a few shades of like a turquoisey blue. What's it called?
Caminito.
Caminito, like a small walk. That's the extent of my Spanish, and I probably botched it. So, but this is very dark. Like we have the dark and broodies, and then we have the bright and shinies and the neutrals, and it's okay. We had a couple of blues like this, and I think we're down to only one. But I think we ran out of one and we didn't get it back in. This one's called Siete Lagos. And so it's got dark blue, like it's the range of blues.
Yeah.
It's dark blue all the way up to like a creamy, really light blue.
Yeah.
So water. That's it. So Lagos. Lake.
The
Again,
purples.
huh?
The purples.
This is your Thistle color. Why
This
don't
is my
you?
Thistle color.
Why doesn't Liz talk about the Thistle Joy? What's it called?
Fitzroy.
Fitzroy. And that's like what everything's like super Spanish, and then that sounds like it's Scottish, right?
Yeah.
But cultures meet and mingle, and we have olivey greens and bright purples and
Muted
kind of
purples
and a little bit of like a stone gray in there.
Yeah.
It's really pretty. This makes me think of pink lemonade. This one is not named pink lemon. Casa Rosada. We have bright yellows and grellos, green yellows, and a couple different shades of pink in here.
There's a peachy orange too.
Yeah, and it's like some of that comes from when the colors kind of meet and are phasing, creates like the orangey colors and things like that. But lighter and darker rosy hues. And yes, pink lemonade is what this is, what Casa Rosada screams to me.
Got a strand of like a really hot
right
pink.
Me too, like right in there. It's like it's like almost a fuchsia.
Yeah.
It's not quite an in-your-face fuchsia, but it's almost a fuchsia there. It's really nice. Did we already go over the name of the super bright?
I think
nope. We showed it off because it was like, oh my gosh, it's so bright. This one has that stone gray and some taupees and some purples and some like neon pink. Like this is super bright, but also gray.
Cerro
Cathedral. It's like a cathedral, right? Cerro, and there's probably a rolled R in there. I can't roll my R's. That's probably why I can't do Romance languages very well. Cannot roll my R's to save my life. Cerro Cathedral. Best I can give for this one. It's gorgeous. If you like really bright, intense colors, this is fantastic.
Yes.
We did this one.
Yep.
I think this might be the only one left. And this is another blue-green one. And we've got taupes. We've got really intense blues to a lighter blue. And we've got greens. But like where this is like sea, this is more land.
Yeah.
If you look at them together, this has some brighter tones in it than this one. This is like in the medium range. What's it called?
Malvinas.
Malvinas is what I'm going to say. We're horrible. I know. I'm sorry. I apologize to anyone who is from South America and is like, what the heck? I'm trying to be nice here, but you're probably thinking stronger words. I'm sorry. I apologize. But it's beautiful yarn and you should make things out of it. Pumpkins galore or cowls.
This would make a really pretty summer pumpkin.
Summer pumpkin. See,
with the bright blues and the greens.
I was about to say, where are you going with someone wearing something with this in the summer? Because it's chunky wool.
Well,
But
we
pumpkins,
a
yes.
year worth of pumpkins.
I could make a pumpkin out of every single color if they don't sell out, and we could keep rotating pumpkins up by the dragon. That is something we could do. We shall see. But it was really fun to make the pumpkin out of this. If you want to make a bigger pumpkin, get 2 skeins. 15% off product of the week until next Tuesday, which is the 26th of October. It is the season for pumpkins. So wouldn't it be nice to have a pumpkin that is both colorful and doesn't decay? So, all right. And if you want to, you can even make like a wooden stem for it instead of, making little I-cord things. I-cord is not in the instructions for the autumn gold pumpkin. I made my own thing up. So the other thing that we're advertising this week is our Cocoknits Makers Keep, because we have so many fun colors of them. This is not a Makers Keep, but they're about the size of an iWatch and kind of have the same look to it. You've got the triangle. See, Liz is holding one up. I might see if I can find one in my bag that is mine.
There are several cool features about this while she's digging in her bag. The strap has a ruler on one end. It's also one of those like slap bracelets from the
here's my gray one.
80s and 90s.
Yes, but don't slap it because Liz did that and bruised your
Don't
wrist. It's a magnet. It's a giant. It's a not giant, but it's a pretty big magnet on the surface of this. And like Liz said, you can take this off and use it to measure. You can also do that to put it on. It is just exactly the right size when it's on like that. To like Cocoknits puts metal on all of their products. And part of that is so you can find it with a magnet when it falls under the couch. And also like this is the perfect size for the row counter. I'm like this. You know what I mean when I do this? The clicky thing. It has a metal backing to it. It can fit perfectly here. So if you're trying to keep track of your rows, you have it on and you go chunk, chunk, chunk. In fact, I can go try to find one to demonstrate in a second if we have time. Stitch markers all are either painted or plastic coated. It might not be plastic, but it's some kind of coating on the metal. And it's nylon coated steel. So, because they're really big on reusable or things that aren't going to hurt the environment as much. So, but I can put my stitch markers, and I'm trying to put that at an angle where you can actually see that they're there. Stitch markers can be there. So if you need to, I should have. Okay. So this morning's morning meditation on Instagram was putting stitch markers on as I was doing pattern repeats. And I should have had it on my Maker's Keep. I wasn't thinking about that, but it would have gone so much smoother instead of picking them up off the table if I just took them from here.
If you need a wand to go down into your couch, just slip it at the end and
wand. What? Yeah. See, look, she's got it figured out.
It'll bend. Also,
the cable needles that it comes they come. Is that what you're gonna say?
Nope. Go ahead.
They have wooden bamboo cable needles, which are beautiful, and they have metal in the center of them so that they can be, because cable needles, you put them down and pick them up and put them down and pick them up. You have a place to store it if you have your Maker's Keep on.
I was going to say that these are also different craftables.
Say she lost it because I kept talking.
No, different craftables. So if you know someone in your world who is a quilter or a seamstress and needs a magnet to keep their pins but does not knit, these are great for that as well.
Anything metal.
I
if
use
you craft
them for
and
my
use something
pins.
metal. So I knew we had one demonstration row counter over there that's not wrapped in all the like packaging, just to show you it is just the right size. That's why I went like this. These are the row counters are not on sale, but the Maker's Keep are. And they come in what colors, Liz?
We have gray that Rebecca is wearing. This one
neutral gray
is hibiscus. It's a nice pink. It's a
That's
rosy
a very pretty.
pink.
I have one of those too.
We have
the ever
chartreuse,
which is the ever popular grello.
It's a grello.
color. Mm-hmm.
We have.
Wait.
Oh, you want me to open the?
I do. We need to open the shop, but so I'll open another one so you can see the color. Because like you could take our word for it, or I just broke my nail way down at the bottom. I'll deal with that later. It doesn't hurt yet. We have this one's tangerine. It is a wonderful bright orange if you are into orange. I think if Gigi made it, when I think of orange now, she probably already has one of those. Orange. Yeah.
And last but not least, robin's egg.
It's a really nice light, like tealy blue. Yeah. Very, very pretty. Get yourself one this week with 15% off with the code product of the week.
We retail them for $21.90.
Yes. So I'm glad you remember that because I don't remember that.
Make great stocking stuffers.
Yes. Here's the thing. If you're shopping for a knitter or crocheter in your life, even if you are a knitter or crocheter, it's really hard to shop for other people because you want to get them yarn, but then you might not know what size yarn they like working with the best or how much they need or what colors, or, it's really hard to buy yarn for somebody else. We always point people towards notions, getting fun things for the crafters in your life. Because even if they're like, well, they have a lot of stitch markers, you can always use more stitch markers, especially because we lose them all. But a way to keep track of those, a way to keep track of notions, whatever your craft is, it's great stuff. So yeah, we need to run, and all the things about schedule and all those other kinds of things and all the SAF swag, please check out Tuesday or tomorrow's episode to hear about those, because we have to open the shop and get ready for lessons and all that kind of good stuff. So, and I'm sitting here picking at my nail.
Well, as one does when one chips a nail.
It's way down here. I'll deal with it later. It's because my nails aren't very strong. It'll be fine. Or I'll put a Band-Aid on it. Anyway, we're going to go, and we love y'all, miss you, and we hope to see some of you for SAF, and we hope to see others of you online. We had a great sit and stitch last night. We got up to 15 or 16 and some people wafted in and out, so that, total numbers last night might have been about 20 or so for sit and stitch. So as I choke on myself, I like to say it is quality over quantity. In terms of time, we've taken it down to 2 hours, but we have a lot of fun people who come, and we just make the most of the 2 hours. And it whizzes by, and it's wonderful. So, and then when we have lots of people there, then there is some quantity of a different kind there. So we got to go. I'm sorry. Liz is being very polite and going
like, subscribe, ring the bell, Patreon, all that fun stuff.
Yes,
Yay!
our numbers are going up on our subscription, and that's wonderful, because now we need to, our 600 sub sale is another week, and then we got to work towards our 700 sub sale. So thank you for helping us get there, because even now with the sale going on, you can help us get to the next one. So subscribe, and if you'd like to support us on Patreon, patreon.com/sundragon, that's a wonderful thing too. Do what you can with what you have available. We love y'all. Bye. Oh, it caught on my shawl. This is why I have to go deal with it.